We've gathered everything we've learned so far about Madden NFL 20. Hopefully you'll get a sense of whether this year's title is for you, or if you'll be taking a pass. Who will be on the cover of this year's Madden? It's a question many football fans start asking as soon as the NFL season is over. Sometimes a team at EA pays homage to the team that wins a Super Bowl, selecting someone from that squad to grace the cover of Madden. Other times, an up-and-coming player in the NFL gets the nod. Being selected as a Madden cover star is a huge honor, as it puts you in a pretty elite group of players from the past several decades. Kansas City fans will be pleased to learn that this year's cover star is none other than Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes stepped into the starting role after the Chiefs traded former QB Alex Smith to the Washington Redskins, and much to the delight of the Chiefs faithful, he played like he'd been a starter for years. With Mahomes at the helm, the Chiefs had a pretty impressive season. They even looked Super Bowl bound, before ultimately losing to the New England Patriots in overtime of the AFC Championship game. Patrick Mahomes is a dynamic player, and will undoubtedly be leading the Chiefs for years to come.
I feel like I'm just that same guy that's been putting in the time and the work my whole entire life. Now it's about pushing myself every single day to get better. It's about passion.
Madden's Longshot mode came as quite a shock to fans of the series. A football game with a story mode? But Longshot was a game changer, a multi-year narrative tale that kicked off in Madden NFL 18 and picked back up in Madden NFL 19. After the 2018-19 NFL season wrapped up, Madden players started to wonder if they'd see Longshot make a return in the next iteration of the franchise. We know now that Longshot has seen its last day, but something entirely new is coming in its place. It's called Face of the Franchise, and it's ready to tell a whole new story. Face of the Franchise takes you through the journey of a hopeful NFL prospect. You'll start off by selecting the college you want to go to, and then you'll actually play college football games, a first for EA Sports since the company stopped making NCAA football titles in 2013. After that, you'll try to impress coaches and scouts at the NFL Combine, and then you'll cross your fingers and hope you're lucky enough to be selected in the NFL Draft. After that, it's all about how you play. Will you become an NFL legend or flame out in a season or two? It's up to you. If you have a favorite NFL team, you're well aware of who the impact players on that team are. It could be a running back you know is getting the ball on the 1-yard line. It could be a wide receiver that, more often than not, is getting a ball thrown his way in crunch time. These players can turn an entire team's fortunes around. And in Madden NFL 20, EA is doing more to differentiate them from the rest of the roster with a feature called Superstar X Factors. Madden NFL 20 will feature 50 X Factor players from around the league, each with their own unique skill sets and abilities. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, for instance, has perfect passing accuracy when throwing across his body, and also throws accurately while scrambling and when his team is inside the red zone. Patriots wide receiver Julian Edelman, on the other hand, is a monster in the slot, and will see a boost to his route running and his ability to make catches while covered. In the real NFL, top-tier players can take over a game. Now Madden NFL 20's X-Factor players can do the same.
It's just another level of authenticity is what's everything.
Totally. I mean, our players have been asking this for a long time. They want the players to feel like NFL superstars.
The National Football League is as much about the stories surrounding football as it is the sport itself. After all, who didn't want to see former Colts quarterback Peyton Manning play his old team for the first time? Who couldn't wait to see where former Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown ended up? These stories play out in real life on a week-to-week basis, but up to this point, the Madden games didn't really have a mechanism for telling them. That's where the scenario engine comes into play. In Madden NFL 20, the scenario engine will attempt to create storylines based on what's happening in franchise mode, drawing inspiration from real narratives that have unfolded in the NFL. If you cut a beloved player, the locker room might have a big issue with the way you're running the team, forcing you to smooth things over. And if you franchise tag a potential free agent, that player might hold out until you give them a deal. It'll be interesting to see just how deep down the rabbit hole the scenario engine goes. But if nothing else, it's a great step toward bringing more of the non-football aspects of the NFL into Madden. EA has really struck gold with the Ultimate Team concept. In the Madden franchises, Ultimate Team is part fantasy sports, part trading card game, giving you the opportunity to put together a team consisting of legends and current players. From there, you can pit your team against the teams of others online, battling it out to see who has the best squad and who is better at the game. In Madden NFL 20, players will have two ways to earn Ultimate Team rewards: missions and Ultimate Challenges. Missions are about as close as you'll get to a campaign inside Madden NFL 20's Ultimate Team mode. It's a new way to approach the management of your squad, and it promises to make Ultimate Team a more engaging endeavor. As far as Ultimate Challenges go, these are a spin on what used to be solo challenges, and feature a scaling difficulty level based on the types of rewards you want to earn. Want to play a more laid-back Ultimate Challenge? Set yourself up for 1 star. Want the game to truly test your mettle and give you the opportunity for a better prize? Start a 3-star challenge and fasten your helmet on tight. No two players in the NFL are alike. However, in past Madden titles, those sharing a position have been sort of lumped together. If you know anything about the NFL, you know that's not realistic. There are vastly different play styles when you look at quarterbacks, for example. From scrambling quarterbacks to pocket passing quarterbacks to hybrid quarterbacks. That's where player archetypes come in, giving NFL 20's Ultimate Team players a way to assemble their teams with exactly the right piece they need to achieve success. With player archetypes, those quarterbacks we mentioned earlier will be placed into certain categories that suit their styles. So a player might be designated as a scrambling QB, for example, and be given abilities that play to those strengths. Conversely, a field general QB would be given abilities more suited to a pocket passer, but could never have something like the escape artist perk, limiting their ability to elude oncoming rushers. Player archetypes enable those who enjoy Madden's Ultimate Team to play Fantasy General Manager in the most effective way possible. If you're familiar at all with the house rules feature from Madden NFL 19, then you're aware of just how zany it can be. For those who didn't partake in last year's game, you can basically think of house rules as a set of really bizarre modifiers. House rules could force you to start at 1st and 20 every fresh set of downs, for instance. It could also award you 15 points for scoring a defensive touchdown instead of the typical 6. The house rules feature changes the game in a big way for those playing Ultimate Team. Because the feature was so well received in Madden NFL 19, house rules is once again making an appearance in Madden NFL 20. We can't wait to see what LCA cooks up for the feature this time around. Football is an ever-evolving sport, as offenses learn how to capitalize on certain defensive schemes in new ways, and defenses learn how to identify what an offense appears poised to do. And in the NFL, teams are always looking for ways to get a leg up on one another. They might dig deep into the past for a long-forgotten play, or they might draw inspiration from the college game. Whatever the case may be, the style of play in the NFL rarely stays static for long, which is why it's important that Madden NFL 20 be just as versatile. And it will. Madden NFL 20 is doing more to offer an authentic NFL experience this year, and you'll definitely see it in Madden's playbooks. The team behind Madden NFL 20 is putting an emphasis on new plays, adding those that are being used more often by offenses and defenses in the league. On top of that, team playbooks are being altered even more to fit specific teams and their styles of play. So if you take the field as a Philadelphia Eagles in Madden NFL 20, you can expect to see a lot of run-pass options in that team's offensive playbook.
Philly special is in the game.
Look away,
We're gonna
Patriots
see that
fans.
on the gameplay right here. There it is
There
right
it is.
there.
For all the effort EA puts into making its Madden NFL games feel authentic, there are still some moments that can take you out of the experience. Have you ever had a player make an interception and trip for seemingly no reason at all? Or have you ever done a spin move away from a defender only to see your player sit like a magnet to that defender, stiff-arming them instead? Talk about frustrating. The animations in Madden NFL have needed some work. The good news is Madden NFL 20 appears to be changing to the ways players are animated during a game. That aforementioned trip that could potentially ruin a pick six opportunity, it's going bye-bye. That spin move issue that prevents you from juking toward an open stretch of field, that's getting fixed too. Ball carrier movement is also getting a look, ensuring that running backs can pivot and hit open holes a lot more effectively than in past iterations of Madden. And EA noticed that defensive players have been abusing the heck out of the strip ball command during play, spamming it to try and force fumbles. In Madden NFL 20, strip attempts will come with a much larger penalty if unsuccessful, forcing a whiff animation that slows the defensive player down. These may seem like small changes, but they'll do a lot to make Madden NFL 20 look and play like real football. It should come as no surprise that Madden NFL 20 will have a bunch of different versions. After all, the game is published by EA, which is the same company that released Anthem in about a dozen different ways. For Madden NFL 20, you can expect to see 3 distinct versions of the title. The normal retail version, priced at $59.99, the Superstar Edition, which rings up at $79.99, and the Ultimate Superstar Edition, which costs a whopping $99.99. Those who pick up either the Superstar Edition or the Ultimate Superstar Edition of Madden NFL 20 get some added perks. You'll get to play a few days earlier on July 30th, instead of the official release date of August 2nd. Plus, you'll also gain access to some Madden Ultimate Team packs you can use to start building out your squad in that mode. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite games are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.